Welcome to the IHH for Veteran weekly live stream. Here at IHH for Veteran, we specialize in assisting veterans with their physical and mental health transformation. This group addresses the unique challenges of veterans to improve their overall quality of life. The live stream this evening will be discussing PACT Act deadline. Veterans who served in Iraq, Afghanistan, and other recent combat zones may enroll directly in VA health care without applying for benefits by 11:59 local time on September 30th as part of the PACT Act. The special enrollment period is part of the largest expansion of veteran affairs benefit in decades. Since the PACT Act was signed into law on August 10th, 2022, more than 344,000 veterans have enrolled in VA health care, and more than 4.2 million have been screened for toxic exposures. The deadline applies to the following veterans of active duty service in a theater of combat operations during a period of war after the Persian Gulf War, combat against a hostile force during a period of hostilities after November 11, 1998, and both of these apply. You are discharged or released between September 11th, 2001 and October 1st, 2013. You haven't enrolled in VA health care before. Although the deadline applies to this specific group, veterans from other eras, including most of those served in Vietnam and the Gulf War, and those who transitioned out of the service less than 10 years ago, may enroll directly in VA healthcare without first applying for VA benefits. Veterans who did not meet this criteria may still be eligible for VA health by filing for benefits based on income or if they have a service-connected health condition. What does the PACT Act provide? The Sergeant First Class Heath Robinson, honoring our promise to address comprehensive toxins, PACT Act, named after a decorated combat medic who died of a rare form of lung disease, specifically addresses veterans with toxic exposures during the Vietnam War, Gulf War, and post 9/11 eras. But be aware, scammers are targeting veterans through emails, phone, and social media to gain access to their benefits or to file claims on their behalf. Among the benefits included in the measure, 20 more illnesses are now considered presumptive conditions for burn pit and other toxic exposures, meaning veterans will not have to prove that their service caused their condition. This reduces the paperwork required and the need for a disability exam before being granted access to health care and compensation. The list includes 11 respiratory-related conditions and several forms of cancer. Survivors of veterans who died due to one of these conditions may also be eligible for benefits. Additional presumptive exposure locations for Vietnam era veterans. The enrollment period to join VA healthcare expands. Post 9/11 combat veterans may enroll within 10 years of their discharge date instead of 5. For other veterans, a 1-year open enrollment period is made to join VA healthcare without having to demonstrate a service-connected disability. VA will provide a toxic exposure screening to every veteran enrolled in VA healthcare. Improvements to research, staff education, outreach, and treatment related to toxic exposures. Impact on Gulf War and post 9/11 veterans. These cancers are newly considered presumptive conditions: brain, kidney, melanoma, neck and pancreatic cancers, along with any type of cancer that is gastrointestinal, head-related, lymphatic, lymphoma, reproductive, and respiratory. Other conditions presumed to be connected to service: asthma diagnosed after service, chronic bronchitis, chronic COPD, chronic rhinitis, chronic sinusitis, constructive or obligatory bronchitis, emphysema, interstitial lung disease, pulmonary fibrosis, and sarcoidosis. Post 9/11 veterans who served in these locations are presumed to have been exposed to burn pit toxins. Afghanistan, Egypt, Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, Yemen, and any airspace above these locations. Gulf War and post 11 air veterans who served in these locations are presumed to have exposure to burn pits. Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Somalia, and UAE, and any airspace above these countries. What does the PACT Act mean for Vietnam air veterans? New presumptive conditions for Agent Orange include high blood pressure and monoclonal gammopathy of undetermined significance. Veterans who served at an additional 5 locations are now assumed to have exposure to Agent Orange if they served during Pacific dates. Veterans who are part of response effort in these locations are now assumed to have been exposed to radiation if they have served during Pacific dates. What is available for survivors? Survivors of newly eligible service members may be eligible for the following benefits: dependency and indemnity compensation, a one-time accrued benefits payment, health care through the Civilian Health and Medical Program of the Department of Veterans Affairs, or CHAMP VA, a burial alliance for help with the veteran's funeral costs, and burial costs for qualifying spouses, partners, or children. How to file a disability claim for a newly eligible condition. Full details and eligibility information related to the PACT Act may be accessed at va.gov/PACT or by calling 800-698-2411. Claims can be filed online, by mail, in person, or with the help of a trained professional from a veteran service organization. Claims for conditions that were denied in the past but are now presumed presumptive should be filed through a supplementary claim. Any veteran who thinks they are eligible is encouraged to submit their claim. To schedule a complimentary assessment, go to my website, veteransvictories.com. Thank you and good night.